Hello everyone. So in this particular video we are going to understand about the filter activity in Fabric Data Factory. So by the name itself we can understand filter activity means based on certain condition we can filter a element from array. Let's take one example so that we'll get a better idea. For taking example, suppose I have one of the blob container. This is my blob container. In this blob container, I have a multiple files. Like suppose I have a employee.csv file, I have a department.json file, I have a sales.csv file. Like the multiple files are available. Now my requirement is like I have to filter only the CSV file from here and I have to load the data into a lakehouse. This is my requirement. Now in this case what you have to do, first you have to read what are the files which is available here. Not to read what are the files which is available here, what actually we use a get metadata activity, right? In previous video we have understand if you have to read the metadata information like what are the files which is available into this particular blob storage, what you will use a get metadata. You will get to know what are the files which is available. From with the help of get metadata I will get to know what are the files which is available, like csv file is available, I have a department.json file is available, I'll get to know sales.csv file is available. Now my requirement is like I only have to filter CSV file. I only have to take a CSV file. So in this case what I will use? I will use a filter activity. I will use a filter activity to filter only the CSV file. To filter only the CSV file, and for that I will write one condition. I will write a condition if the file name contains, if this file name, whatever the output we are getting from here, right? If the file name contains CSV, it means that is a CSV file. If it doesn't contain CSV, that means it is not a CSV file. That kind of the condition I will write, and I will filter only the CSV file. So filter activity will help you to filter a element based on the certain condition. I hope you got the idea what is filter data activity. Let's try to do a practical. Let's try to take a same example. In a ADLS, we'll try to upload a multiple file, and from there we will only filter the CSV file. Let's take this example. So I open my Fabric. I have also created a blob storage. So let me show you the blob storage. I'll go to the ADLS. I have created the Azure Data Lake storage actually. In last video also we have covered how to create a ADLS account and how to upload a file. So this is a particular storage we have created. In this particular storage I have one of the container. This is the source container. Now in this source container I have a couple of CSV file available. What I will do, I will upload few JSON file also. Now from this particular location I will only filter the CSV file. This is a JSON file, so I will upload this file also. So now you can see in my ADLS account I have a CSV file also, and also I have a JSON file. You can see covid.json, this is the file available. Now what is my requirement? My requirement is like I only had to filter all the CSV file from here. So what actually we will do, we'll create one pipeline to know what are the files which is available into this particular location, right? First we will use a get metadata activity. We will read what are the file which is available into this particular location. After that we will use a filter activity to filter only the CSV data. I'll go to the Fabric. In the particular workspace data factory we are going to create a new pipeline. Click on the new item, click on the data pipeline, click on the create. We are going to use a get metadata activity first. So first go to the activity tab. We are going to use a get metadata activity. Now with the help of the get metadata activity, we will get to know what are the files which is available into this particular container. So let's try to read that. How actually you will get to know what are the files which is available into the ADLS. Go to the setting, go to the connection, click on the more. Our file is available in a data lake gen 2. We'll select that. Not to, you have to pass the URL and the connection string. So what is the URL? In a URL you have to pass, go to the storage, go to this particular storage. In a bottom you will see endpoint. In a settings tab you will see the endpoint. From here you can select this data lake storage, copy that, paste into the URL, create a new connection, and after that you have to pass the authentication. We'll use the account key. Now in account key, how you will get account key? Go to the security and network. You will see access key. Click on the access key. This is the key. You can copy any one of them. Go here, pass the account key, click on the connect, it will be connected. In previous video also I have shown the same video. So now we have connected to the ADLS. What actually we'll do, we'll select the file path. This is the container we want to select. Now we want to read what are the files which is available into this source container. So I'll select the source, click on the OK, and this one we will use as a delimited text. Click on the field list. From here we will use the child item, and what we will do, we'll try to go to the home tab, click on the run, save and run. It will start running the pipeline and it will give you what are the files which is available into that particular container. So let's wait what is the output we are getting. Now if you will see, these are the output I am getting. I am getting all the output right. COVID.json, Delhi, CSV.csv means I am able to read all the file which is available into that particular location, what is their file name and what is their file type, means I am able to read all the thing. Now what actually I want to do, I want to filter only those file which is a CSV file, means only I want to take those file which is a CSV file, means I had to apply a filter activity to filter based on the condition. So if I will apply a condition like if the name contains CSV, that means that is a CSV file. If the name anywhere it contains the CSV, that means it is a CSV file. Here you can see no CSV is mentioned, right? That means it is not a CSV file. If I will apply that kind of the condition and if I will filter, so I will get only the CSV file. So that is my requirement. So what I will do, first I will copy this output and I will paste into the one of the notebook. Here I have pasted it. Now let's try to use a filter activity. To use a filter activity, go to the activity tab in the three dot, right? You will see this filter activity, use that. Now in filter activity, we'll connect both. Select the filter activity, go to the setting. Now in a setting items, so what I will do, we will use a dynamic content and whatever the output we are getting from get meter, right, we will select. So you can see get meter child item. If I select this, you can see this is the dynamic content. What it will give, it will give me the output which is coming from get meta. From get metadata we are getting this output, right? So it will give me that. I will select and click on the OK. Now what is the condition I want to apply? So click on the add dynamic content. So use this filter one at the rate item. So if I write at the rate item dot name, if I write at the rate item dot name, that means here if you will see at the rate items is completely which we are getting from get metadata. If I write at the rate items dot name, means I will get only the file name, like this is the covid.json, this is the delhi csv.csv, this is all the, means at the rate item dot name will represent me all the file name. Now what is the condition I want to write? I'll write a condition at the rate contains, at the rate contains, open a bracket, if item dot name contains csv, means I want to filter only those record which contain the csv. Now if you will see, it is in smaller, so we will write the at the rate item contain the csv, that is what I want to filter. So what I have written, whatever we are getting from here, right, if the name contains the csv, that only I want to filter. Click on the OK. This is the filter activity. Now let's try to run. We should only get the all the csv file. So to run this, go to the home tab, click on the run, click on the save and run. You can see first it has completed the get metadata one activity, after that the filter activity. Now if I see in the filter one output, right, click on the output tab, you will see total item count is 6 but the filter item is only 5 and it filter only the CSV file, means we can't see any JSON file here. So like this actually we can use a filter activity, we can perform a filter based on the certain condition.